What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Air It Out with Jess.
And TJ. If you guys like these types of videos, please leave a like and comment questions that you guys want us to answer because we're just answering questions off of TikTok, questions that she's found. So
They're
getting
like interesting
mhm.
to know.
I've seen a few of them. I didn't look at all of them, but I've seen a few of them, and it's like they're actually pretty intriguing questions. But
Ask your partner or your person you're
mhm.
dating these questions.
If you guys want to ask us questions that you have, then go ahead and drop it in the comments. But if you like these types of videos, a like will show that for us.
So, first question. What's the hardest thing for you to understand about me?
Anyway, uh, I would say the hardest thing for me to understand about you.
That is a hard question. I'm trying
That's
to
a
think of what
really
I'm gonna
hard
say.
one. I'm gonna keep it a buck 50. I don't know. I don't know why. Like I don't know why you get triggered easily. And I guess that's kind of a hypocritical thing to say, but
You feel like you get triggered
I feel
easily
like I
too?
get triggered easily, and I can honestly own up and say that I get triggered easily in certain moments, in certain times, and certain days. But I feel like, you know, I just feel like that's one thing that is hard for me.
I don't know what to say. Or for me to answer this question regarding you, I feel like what the hardest thing for me to understand about you is why you can't close the cabinet doors. Like, why do you leave them open? Like, why? I don't know. Like, there's just little
Okay.
things that I don't understand. Like, why is this? I don't know. I guess maybe that can be considered a trigger. Like, why does that? Why am I affected by that? Or why do I care
Uh
why
huh.
something's open? But I would say I don't understand how hard it is to close a cabinet door
Like I
or,
said, the little things.
even turning off the lights sometimes. You got better at that, but I would
Like
just, the other day I did question you, like, baby, how come, why don't you close the cabinet door?
I literally don't know I'm doing it. I just don't know.
And then last time we found out it was like a ADHD
ADHD
trigger,
thing.
right? Or a ADHD thing, I meant
Like
to
people
say.
who have ADHD, they usually leave the cabinet open. So if
Yeah.
you have somebody in your house or in your apartment, your roommates, and your cabinets are already open, one of them. The next question is, what makes you so sure that you love me?
mm. I would say what makes me so sure that I love you is your loyalty,
Mm,
because you've never made me question you ever since we've been together. Like, I
mm,
feel like if you made me question before, um, where your loyalty stands with me, it would be hard to love you. Like, it would be hard to be it would be hard to be sure about you. But the reason why
right,
I'm so sure about you is because you reciprocate that loyalty, and you you prove to me and you show me that you love me back. I feel like if
right,
it was one sided, it would also be hard to love you. If it was
right.
just me pouring in the love and me pouring in the faith and the loyalty, then that would be hard to do. But what makes me so sure that I love you is that, you're loyal to me, and you show me that you love me, and you show me that you care for me, and you're like my security, and like, um I just know that that is what makes me so sure, and you've never made me question any of the above. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. What about you?
Kind of took everything I was gonna say. I have to say something different,
Lie.
but I would say, yeah, it's definitely because you give me back the same love, like the reciprocation and the loyalty, definitely. But I would say another plus for me is what makes me so sure that I love you is that you're like nurturing, like you're not evil. Like low key at heart, you're not evil. Like we just had a talk today that could have been really like maniacal, and you're not on no. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not
Malicious
malicious or
intent, or like,
anything
yeah.
like that. And it's like
So my
I see that
nurtureness.
in
I mean,
your well, not just that, like
No,
everything
yeah.
else, but it's like I see that in your everyday life and how you treat your family and how you treat your little brother and sister, and that's how I want our future family to be. So it's like that makes me so sure, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Next question. If we could start a new tradition together, what would you want it to be?
Hmm. A new tradition. I would say because it's not really a tradition that we've made for real. I would say like a trip, like a for real trip, like a like not just a 3 day, but like a 2 week type thing,
Mm-hmm.
like a actual like trip thing, like
Mm-hmm.
like oh, like we go on a trip every 2 months for 2 weeks. We go to you know Chicago. Not okay. You know what I'm saying? But we go somewhere else, like other than El Paso. We're gonna go like
Mm-hmm.
Mexico or somewhere, Colorado, or even like like Hawaii or something for like 2 weeks. And I would want to make that a tradition. We traditionally travel to get away.
That's how you know great things, I mean, great minds think alike because I was literally thinking of the same
The
thing.
same one.
My answer was going to be I would like for us, like maybe a day after Christmas, of spending it with our families, our own little family that we create, or even just you and I, like,
Mm-hmm.
we would take a trip and ring in the new year somewhere, whether it's like the same place all the time, like rent out a cabin in Rio Doso for like a week to ring
Mm-hmm.
in the new year. I think that would be a very cool tradition to start.
That'd be
Like
cool.
every
Yeah,
time after Christmas,
the
maybe like
log
the
cabin.
December 28th or December, like
Mm-hmm.
just a few days after
After.
Christmas is over and done with, and we've spent it with our um, family, us internally, whether it's our own family or just you and I, we take a week
A
long
little
trip
break.
from after Christmas to into the new year,
That'd
and
be
like just start
cool.
the new year off in
In
a
a new spot
place
like
that's
that.
not home, you know?
See, that's a cool little tradition thing. I think that's
Yeah.
cool. That's a little spin on what I have, but that's like,
But we're literally the same
in the
because we
same
both brought up
area.
travel.
Yeah,
So
travel. We're
I'm
not
not just
here.
saying this because that's what he said. I swear. Like,
And I'm not saying that because that's what she wants. I want to go somewhere else. Like, I don't want to move to different places.
but just temporarily be there. And I
Yeah.
think the perfect time to do that would be at the beginning of the year. Like,
Mhm.
just ringing in the new year on a travel spree or something,
Yeah, I
you
think
know?
that would be cool.
Okay, next.
Question is, has your confidence in me changed since we met? More or less?
My confidence in you
Mm-hmm.
has changed more because at the beginning, how we started off talking, we weren't even in this, like, how do I say it? We didn't start off
Mm-hmm.
talking knowing we were going to be in a
Yeah.
relationship. We just started
Mm-hmm.
off neutral, plain friends, and then it just grew and grew and grew and grew.
Yeah.
And so, of course, I didn't go in talking to you with the same confidence level that I have today
Right now.
because
Yeah.
we were just on a neutral state, but now I'm
Mm-hmm.
like on that love state and like thinking future wise with you, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So definitely my confidence in you
It's
has
just
grew
more.
more.
Mm-hmm. I would say mine is definitely the same. My confidence has grown more. And it's just because, yeah, you said it's the simple fact that I even told her myself that I'm just trying to have friends. At first, we started off as just being chill, and then gradually we were just comfortable and we grew into more, like, you know. But yeah, it's just more. I would say I would trust you more than I could trust you back in the day. And not
Mm-hmm.
like relationship wise, but with choices that I would make myself.
Right, like just
Like, you know what I'm
being
saying? Like,
vulnerable or opening up.
like I could tell you something, or I could be like, "Oh, she knows what to do. She
Mm-hmm.
knows what to give me. I don't have
Mm-hmm.
to worry about it." Like, like I feel like on that aspect, Yeah, more too.
Mhm.
Like, that was a good question.
Okay. What do I do that you find most comforting?
What you do that I find most comforting?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is, but every time I'm sick, this girl heals me in a day. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
It's nothing crazy. She does regular basic stuff. Chicken noodle soup, she give me some medicine, a little hug, kiss, you
I
know what I'm
play
saying?
healing
She
music for
plays
him,
rain, healing music. I don't know,
frequency, vibration music.
and it's gone. Okay, I don't know what I will swear.
This just happened a few days ago.
I swear on everything. Everybody who I work with can vouch for me.
And one time, he had a mosquito bite a long time ago. He just pointed out a big old mosquito bite that he had on his arm. And then I
It was
just touched
giant.
it. All I did was this. And then when I took my hand off,
It was gone. I wasn't itching it or nothing. I was scared. I was like, "What did you do?" I was like, "It was right there." I
it was
was on
just
the game
gone.
with the homies. There's this big bump on my arm, and she said, and it was gone. So that's
So
one
you
thing.
find me healing you most comforting.
Because
Okay.
that's how you know I love you. If my body is just naturally,
Reacting
it
to
just
me,
like
helping you.
my body chemical is just. Alright, she's here. React, but
Okay, I think what you do that I find most comforting, I think that answers changed from when we first met to now. When we
Mm,
first met, what you used to do that I found most comforting was when you would put blankets on me when I'd be asleep
mm,
around you. Like
mm,
after I just got off work and then I came to hang out with you and I fell asleep, you would just put the blanket over me
mm,
because I'll just knock out randomly. But
mm,
that was one thing in the beginning that I felt most like comforted by you. And then now I would say when you kind of run your fingers through my head when we're just laying down, like if I'm laying by your legs or like even when we're about to go to sleep, sometimes I'll just feel like your hands ring through my
mm,
head, like a head scratch, and it will just that comforts me. That makes me feel relaxed, and that makes me feel um like just comfortable.
okay.
Yeah. What do you get from me that you don't get from others?
That's like everything. Like,
Yeah. Huh?
it's literally like affection, like love. You get me. You know, but you just like it's literally everything. If I could give you three things that I literally get from you that I can't get from anybody else, it's literally like touch and affection, 100% of my attention, like 100% of my attention, um, and just like true trust. I would say like 100%
Mm-hmm.
trust. You know.
I think my answer to that would be you get my goofiness. Like nobody, I don't think no one would ever, if they look at me, they would never think that I'm as, I guess you could say, for lack of a better word, like child. You bring out my inner
Question
child.
is crazy. What part of your life has changed the most since we met?
Hmm. What part of your life has changed the most since we met? I guess I would just say my intimate life. Am I allowed to say that? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, I'm still a homebody. I never had that like party phase where I was out every weekend, or I never had like, I don't know, like you didn't change up much. Like I still do what I would be doing back then.
Mhm.
Back then, I was just going to work and making a living, and I'm still
Mhm.
doing that now, but with you.
Mhm.
But you and I are,
Together.
yeah, like
Mhm.
you and I do a couple things, and that's what
Mhm.
changed the most
Mhm.
for me.
Just doing a couple of things.
Hmm.
I would say everything.
Things that a couple only does and stuff.
What part of my life changed the most? I would say for me, everything. Like, I would say since my mindset's changed, since I've been with you, that's the reason why my life, like, that's what's changed the most. My life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I always tell it to the homies, like, before then, I would consider myself like a man, but now I consider myself more of an actual man because my responsibilities are higher than it was back then. Like,
Mm.
understanding that now and then knowing that back then is like, that's what changed the most to me.
What's the most difficult emotional barrier you've overcome in our relationship? I know what to say. Okay, I feel like I'll go first on this
Yeah.
question. The biggest emotional barrier we overcame, oh, and I overcame in our relationship is like how we used to fight. Like that was
Mm.
the biggest that was the biggest emotional barrier I feel I overcame with you is just how we got through conflict because that was a big emotional barrier to us, like when we weren't on the same page or
Right.
like when things would escalate and we would have arguments, like that was something that I feel
Mm.
was an emotional barrier that we've overcame.
I don't know. Putting it that way, I guess a big emotional barrier would be that I've overcame from you would be um, learning how to talk in the time, like or like learning how to talk when things are going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because back then I didn't know how to talk right. Like, I guess I still don't know how to talk right now. I guess in some ways, shape or form. Like, but like I guess I would like my homies would tell me that you have to talk to her a little bit more kinder. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I would say like my emotional barrier would be like either I would just not talk at all and I would just like block you out and just leave leave somewhere, or I would just like just say off the wall dumb, stupid stuff. I've learned to be totally different from that now. I can say things the right way when it's going on, or like know when it's time to like not say things. Like
Mhm.
this question says, if you had to describe me in 3 words, what would they be?
If I had to describe you in 3 words, I would describe you as dang. I would describe you
Mm,
as goofy. Um, what's a good word to say? Like how you're into like I don't know. What I can't find the word to describe like how you're into like swords and guns and like knives and
combative, kind of aggressive a little
like
bit.
you're boy, like you're manly. I don't know, like
Mm,
you're a boy. Like you know how they people say there's girly girl. I think like not the word chill, but like kind of like I don't. What's another word for chill? Like um vibey. I guess I don't
yeah,
know.
I'm a vibe, you know. That's
Yeah,
just
like
it, you know.
yeah.
So the 3 words were, uh,
Um, goofy,
mm-hmm,
boy,
mm-hmm.
and
Okay, we're gonna change boy to masculine. Okay,
there you go. That's
we're gonna
the
change
word.
boy to masculine. I don't
Yes,
like
you're
that one.
very masculine. You're very
Okay,
masculine. There you go. That is the perfect word, actually.
yeah. If I had to describe you in 3 words, you want me to get serious on this one? I would say nurturing, uh, Nurturing. What's a word for you know what you want? Like you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like you don't take no. I guess would you say
firm.
it's firm? Yeah, firm. Firm is better than stubborn. I would say nurturing, firm.
Or
Mm-hmm.
decisive, if you think that's a better word. Because you said know what I that I know what I want. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Decisive is
decisive.
cool. Was a good word. Nurturing, decisive, and I would say mm, the third one would be thick.
Baby.
I don't know. Like I'm really trying to think of a third one because I would say loving because that's kind of nurturing too, right?
Yeah, that's falls in the
That's
same
the same
category.
category. So like other than because you love hard, like and nurturing is the same thing as taking care of somebody, like you know what I'm saying. So and you take care hard too, and oh, you know what? Instead of thick, caring. All right, there you
That
go.
comes also the same category
Is
as
it
nurturing. To me, yeah.
smart? There you go. Nurturing, decisive, and she's really smart because she went on a trip to Decca. So yeah, there you go.
Love me. What intimidated you most about me at the beginning of our relationship? Let's see if you say the answer that you said before. You're gonna change it.
Oh my god. I'm not allowed to say what intimidated you the most due to YouTube guidelines, but I would say that yeah, just the way that she like how people say their aura these days. It was your aura
You
that
think so?
intimidated me. I
That's your
guess
changed answer.
that's my answer for you guys in like the most perfect way possible.
YouTube's not gonna ban us
They're not.
for saying your other. Okay, my what intimidated me about you at the beginning of our relationship was, oh, I would say, oh, I don't want to say it. Just kidding.
What?
I would just say you having all your female friends, but one specific one female friend in the
No
beginning. Okay,
way.
yeah, that's deep. That's real.
I mean, it's
That's
real.
vulnerable right there. But I would
If
just say, you know what I'm talking about, though. I'm
uh,
not gonna get too far into
we don't have to
detail.
name drop or nothing.
No, 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 never. But like,
Mm-hmm.
like just how we started off, I guess. I don't know,
Uh-huh.
but that's all. Okay, next
Cold
question.
nipples. What would I most likely be fired for? What the heck? What type
What kind
of?
of question is that?
Okay, I mean, yeah, but what would I most likely be fired for at
uh,
my job that you know?
sheesh, probably. Um, for what the heck? Why are we trying to manifest this? Let's skip this
Yeah, nah,
question.
this is a
Alright.
crazy. This is a wild. This is a better one. How would you describe our relationship with one word? Our. I know how to say our.
How would I describe our relationship in one word? Hmm. I would describe our relationship as, I want to say a better word than strong. I wish I can Google what are other words for strong, but I'm not gonna
Yeah.
do all that. So I'm just gonna say one word to describe a relationship is strong.
Mm-hmm.
But if y'all can think of a better word, let me know in the comment section.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the word I was looking for, I'm gonna like it. Okay,
For me, I would say to describe our relationship in one word is balanced.
balanced,
Like or
equal.
equal.
Oh,
like
reciprocated.
reciprocated, something like that. Anything that has like it's like on even playing fields. That's how I would. That's how I would.
Mm-hmm.
Balanced, equal.
Right.
Same.
That's a
Or
good
okay,
one.
not fair because fair is kind of lame. I don't like lame. Perfect. That's how I would say.
What did my friends reveal to you about me and my family? So, what did my friends and family reveal to you about me?
There's this one time where it was when we first went to your grandma's house. And I always tell you this, but like me and my friends, like they call this Disney, the Disney, like it's like a Disney movie type thing. So like we go to her grandma's house, and then like these two little kids run up to her, oh Jessica, Jessica, getting up, watching the movie, hugging her and stuff, and they're watching. I don't know what cartoon what they're watching, but they're little. And then right there, that's when
My
I
brother
knew.
told me, I miss you. And
Uh
then I was
huh.
like, I miss you too. And then I left
Like
and we got in the car after that. And then I was like, I wanted to cry. Or maybe I did cry, right? Or I don't know.
I don't know, but I just know that I was like, dang, like you don't really see that like in real, like that's not, you know what I'm
Not
saying?
common.
Mm-hmm. So I guess that's the thing, that's what you revealed. That's what
They
they
revealed it
revealed.
about me. Okay. I would say that you used to be mean to girls. Like really mean to them. That's what she revealed to me.
I did used to be.
A
I used
savage.
to be savage. Coming downstairs with forks and butter knives. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, guys. So we're just gonna leave it at that. I mean, that was a lot of.
Those were all the questions. They were pretty good. They were pretty in depth and personal. And
It might have been 20 questions. It might have not been the way. It was all good questions.
yeah, so
So
let us
please,
know what you think in the
yeah,
comments. Um,
like
yeah,
and
give us
like and
feedback.
subscribe. Yeah, please hit us back in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
But just remember,
stay
stay
lit,
lit,
stay
stay
safe,
safe, and
and
have
have
a
a
great
great day.
day.